In our last session, we discussed how to install Write My Language add-on, and now we'll move on to how to use the writer and understand its general settings. So what is Write My Language? Using this program, we can write the designated language anywhere in the Firefox browser. So for example, let's try to search on Google the word Tobrots, or school in Armenian. After opening Google here, we need to put the cursor in the target field. That is, in this case, the Google search box. Then we need to call up the writer using the shortcut. Now to find the shortcut, go to the Tools up here and Write My Language. Under the General tab, we find a field set called Writer Shortcut that consists of two keys pressed together that will open and close the writer. So here in the default setting, we have Control for the first key, and for the second key, we have Shift. Once we've selected our shortcut, we press OK. Back to Google, we use Control-Shift, and we get the writer. Now the writer is the editor that will accept your phonetic patterns typed in a Latin keyboard and transform them into their matching characters of the target language. So let's write the word Tobrots. Phonetically, I will be writing T-B-R-O-T-S, and I got the word Tobrots. Now to insert the word into the target field, press OK, or simply Control-Shift. And then we press Enter, and we get the results of our word. To discover more about general settings, go back to the Write My Language preference via the Tools bar at the top. In the Writer Settings field set, we find the default language drop-down, and that will be the language we will be writing. So currently we're supporting Eastern and Western Armenian. And then we can also change the size of the fonts in the writer by just picking another value here, and I'm going to choose size 20. In the Options setting field, we find timeout and font size. The amount of time the Options menu stays active is the timeout setting. The font size is the size of the font in the Options menu. So if you're just starting out, we suggest you set the timeout at none, and I'm going to change the font size in this case to size 20. Once you've done your selections, press OK. So let's write an email and to try it out. I have my email ready to go. So in the subject line, I want to write the word Parev. So in order to start, I need to open my writer by pressing Control-Shift and starting to type P-A-R-E-V. In order to insert it, I press Control-Shift. I move my cursor to the body of the email, and to open the writer, I press Control-Shift, and in the body, I'm going to type Krenk Hayeren. So I start with the letter K, and in this case, I am given two options, and I would like to choose the first one, so then I move on to typing R, and I want to choose the first one again. E-N-K, and in this case, I'd like to choose the second letter, and I have a choice. I can select it by using the down arrow, or I can tap the letter K again, it'll be red, and I have chosen my second letter. And now I'm going to continue spelling Hayeren. H-A-Y-E, and in this case, I've tapped it twice and gotten the second option, R-E, and I want the second letter, so I'll tap it again, and N. Practically, tapping it is a little bit easier and faster than the down arrow. So I've spelled Krenk Hayeren, and to insert it, I do Control-Shift. So practice this until next time when we will discuss customizing the phonetic setting of the target language to your preferences.